I never imagined that the person I had been searching for all these years would show up at my door wearing a jade pendant. And the first thing I said to him was that I wanted to get engaged. Ethan didn't hesitate for a second. He tore up the engagement contract right in front of me. Disappointed, I turned to leave. But then, out of nowhere, he proposed marriage instead. He didn't know what I had been through, but he was sure of one thing: I was in trouble, and he was willing to use marriage to protect me. I didn't want to take advantage of him, so I suggested signing a prenup, but he refused without hesitation. He said everything he owned would belong to his wife, and just like that, we got married. Maybe he did it so I wouldn't have the chance to back out. After the wedding, he took me straight to his home. Everything had already been prepared for me. He told me I could use all of his resources, but I didn't feel happy. I just asked him not to make our marriage public. He agreed instantly, and that made me feel a little guilty because I had only married him to carry out my revenge. The next day, I went back to my family home, but the servants treated me like a stranger and told me to leave. I forced my way inside anyway. That's when my stepmother came downstairs. The moment she saw me, she was shocked and demanded to know when I got out. Mia sneered and asked if I had escaped from a mental hospital. I answered coldly. Once I was cured, I was allowed to leave. That's exactly what my father said when he sent me there. 5 years ago, I had just won a gold award at an international design competition, but the sports car my father gave me suddenly went out of control, and Lucas, who was with me, died on the spot. After that, my father personally sent me to a mental hospital, and my stepmother framed me for murder. My father hypocritically said he would bring me back one day, while Mia arrogantly declared she would take everything from me. I told them I was already cured, but my stepmother panicked. She insisted I could never recover. Mia quickly stepped in and pretended everyone had been waiting for my return. They even acted like the house had just been renovated and my room wasn't ready yet. I didn't want to watch their act anymore. I called my father by his name and told him I would leave after taking my things. He asked me to come to the study. There, he offered me a cup of tea, but I refused. 5 years ago, it was after drinking his special tea that my life was destroyed. He asked what I came back for. I told him I wanted my mother's Chipao brand. He tried to persuade me, but I cut him off. I said I was willing to exchange 10% of the company's shares to separate the brand. He still tried to convince me to work at the company, but I snapped and said my condition wasn't stable and that I might attack my stepmother and Mia at any moment. That was enough. He signed the agreement immediately. I told him I had nothing to do with this family anymore, and I turned to leave, but my stepmother and Mia stopped me again. They were afraid I might take more property. She tried to check my bag, but I nearly pushed her down the stairs. Just then, my father showed up. Mia instantly put on a pitiful act, and I slapped her. Even my father warned her not to provoke me. After all, my condition hadn't fully recovered. All she could do was watch me leave, furious. That night, my coughing woke Ethan up, but he wasn't annoyed at all. He brought me a glass of water. I could see the concern in his eyes, but I said nothing because these were the after effects of the mental hospital and also the fuel for my revenge. The next day, I went to look at a shop with my best friend. I was going to use my design talent to take back everything that belonged to me, but just as I was about to sign the contract, I ran into Mia and my ex-fiancé, Cole. Seeing them together didn't stir anything in me. Instead, Cole mocked me, said I couldn't even afford a shop. Before I could respond, a burly man walked in and respectfully handed me a black card.